Ho, ho, ho. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas. I'm going to share this out, so just give me a minute while you guys pop on. Okay. Let's share this out, so give me a second. All right. I always have a hard time sharing this out. It's so funny. I wish someone could do this stuff for me. Hey, Kelly. I see Kelly's there. Could you guys hear me okay? All right. So I'm going to share. We're live. Okay. And now I'm going to share that to my group. Does it take me right there? Oh, here we are. Okay. There's me. We're live. Okay, and post. And then I want to copy the link. Go to one more spot and we're all ready to go. So hang out there, Christmas friends. I'll be right there. This is the dreadful part of doing lives by yourself. Okay, let's see. We're live. Okay, paste. And next. So I think I'm good to go. Share. Okay. Then I'll go back to that page and put this in here. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see where I'm at here. Okay. Well, I hope you're all doing well tonight. Welcome to my 16th Facebook Live. Merry Christmas! We're almost there, guys. 2 more months and 2 days. All right. So let's get started here. I want to welcome you guys to an hour long, maybe a little longer, of Christmas chit chat and fun. We added a new segment last week called Mrs. Claus's Top 10 Christmassy Things to Do in Your State. So I'm trying to minimize things that I used to say all the time and try to do new things. So I'm going to skip telling everybody what we do and just stay tuned and you'll find out. And here is your reminder. If you guys share out the live for me and if you write to me in the comments that you shared, I'll enter you for a drawing at the end of the show. So this week I'm giving away an awesome Santa sweater again. Of course I don't have it on because it's Halloween. I have my Halloween shirt out because this is going to kind of be a little Halloweenish today. So this is the sweater. It's pretty awesome. It's real nice, thick and plush, but totally breathable, and it has pockets, and it's great. I have it in medium and large, but I'm an extra large, and it's big on me. So if you're a small, a medium, a large, you'd want the medium size. If you're an extra large, double X, maybe even a triple X, you're going to want the large. Okay, so I'll be giving away one of those sweaters. Oh, there goes my little buddy. He's on the hunt because he likes to bark at birds. Buddy, he's nuts. He's got a little twist up there. Buddy, they're birds. You can't get the birds, buddy. Anyway. So I'll be giving away one of those sweaters for the next few months, so a lot of people will have a chance to win one. Sue from Sue and Herb's Pandemic Christmas won one of the sweaters a couple weeks ago, and she absolutely loves it. Says it's her new favorite sweater. So I'm happy she won one. Make sure you guys catch their show on Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. They're a hoot, and I totally adore them. So share out the live. Tell me you shared. I'll put you in for the sweater for the drawing at the end of the show. So I have some more news to share with you guys. The page hit 33,000 followers yesterday. We're getting so close to 35,000 followers. That is so incredibly amazing, I just have to say. I still remember when I called my friend Barb to tell her, you gotta like the page, you'll be number 400. And Barb always had a hard time watching the lives, as she still doesn't know how to make her cell phone work, God bless her. And we got her to be number 400. And some of you who watched my other lives, I'd always say, is Barb on? Is Barb on? Because sometimes I wouldn't see her comments till the end of the show. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Anyway, she's actually on a vacation right now in Vietnam. And I have no desire to go there, but, you know, to each their own vacation. I don't get out that often. And if I did and I got to go on vacation overseas, I'd probably go to Italy for a couple months, maybe 3 months. I did my Ancestry DNA, which is so fun. If you guys haven't done that, I'd suggest doing it. And I came back 100% Italian. Not even 99%, but 100. So I'd like to see where my family was from originally one day, but I want to spend like a lot of time there. So that's what I hope to do one day. Okay. Well, I'm sure we have new people on this week. So if you're new, please let us know in the chat so we can welcome you. And I'm going to check comments now, say hello, put people in for the share. So if you share publicly on your page, let me know. And I do check after the show to see who shared it to make sure it's fair for everybody who did. And I always put a check mark, and, you know, so you guys know that I appreciate it. So let me check some comments right now and put you guys in for the share. So let me get back to that and say hello and get out my lovely Christmas pen. I got this from Ace Hardware. It is my favorite pen in the entire world. You can't refill it though, unfortunately, but this is it. Okay, so let me get my pen out for anybody who shared. So let me say hello. Hello, Kelly, which I already said hello. Hello, Tish. Nice to see. Or I can't see you, but nice that you're here. Hey, Mark. Hey, Kelly. Well, you already said you were here, so you can hear me loud and clear. Great. Hey, Sue. I was just talking about you, Sue, and your new lovely sweater. Let's see. Hey, Rosa. Okay, Rosa shared. R-O-S-A, Rosa. Rosa, I think you won last week, right? And I mailed that out to you, so you should be getting it soon. So when you get it, post on the page a nice picture of you in the shirt, and let us know you got it. Oh, how's the owl? Sue wants to know. So for those of you who don't know, I was coming home the other night, and I'm so good at spotting wildlife on the side of the road. I can see a baby turtle. I can see a snake this big while I'm driving. I have this crazy radar for wildlife. Anyway, so I was driving home, and I was coming around the corner, coming down a mountain, and there was a tiny, like this, little owl on the side of the road, and he did not fly away, and I thought that was kind of odd, and it was dark. I had my headlights on, so I turned around, I went back, I approached him, he didn't move, and if an owl does not move when he is approached, he's in trouble. So he was kind of sitting in his own poop, and so I decided to pick him up, and I didn't know if he bit or not, and he was real tiny, and I didn't want to hurt him, so I just got a little blanket, threw it right over him, and took him home. Got him in a dog cage, which I wouldn't suggest because he got out in the middle of the night. And he got right through those tiny little dog bars, but I didn't have a bird cage on me, so I made do. So I took him home and made friends with Hootie, because I love Hootie and the Blowfish. So that was my nickname for him. So Hootie's doing good. I brought him to a rehabilitation place here, and they said that he's pretty feisty the next day and not biting or anything. I was able to pet him, and he was fine. And he was a little, roughed up, but he was okay. And so they said he was pretty thin, so they're feeding him. So I assume he's getting a free meal on the house, and they're going to monitor him a few days and check him out, because most likely they look for their rodents on the sides of the roads, and he probably kind of got sideswiped by a car, is my guess, and just knocked him out a little. So hopefully he'll be okay, and they said he's so far doing okay. And I haven't called for another update today, but I'm going to tomorrow to see if they found anything broken or anything. But anyway, so that's the update on Hootie Sue. Okay. Kelly shared. Let's get back to that. Rosa I have. Kelly. Okay. Sue shared. I know you want to win one for Herb, right, Sue? Sue and Herb. Jennifer. Chachi. What's going on, Chach? All right, Chach is in for the drawing. I miss you, Chach. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, Marana me, this dog. Buddy, come on. Come over here. Oh, he's just feisty tonight. Let's see. Where was I? Yay, you can win again, Rosa. Anybody who shares it out is eligible to win. You can win every single time. It doesn't matter. Let's see, Denise. Hey, Denise, she shared. Okay, Denise. Okay. Yeah, you didn't receive it because I sent it out late, but you will get it, I promise. You're welcome, Sue. Hey, Jane, are you new? I don't recognize your name. Gasper. It reminds me of the Great Gatsby. I love that. Let's see. Hey, Ski, Merry Christmas to ya. Oh, Jane shared. Okay. All right. Thanks, Kelly. Hey, Sandy. Oops, hold on. There we go. Jane shared. Let's see. Sandy. Oh, gosh, it's pushing down. Let's say, hold on. Hey, Marlene. Nice to see you. Hey, Howard. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Kavitha. All right, so remember, if you guys shared, just tell me. You have to share it out publicly on your page. I have Sue and Herb. I have Rosa. I have Jane. I have Kelly. I have Chach. I have Denise. So if anybody else shared it out on their page, just let me know. All right. So, and I'll check comments back in a little bit. So, Manny just popped on. Hey, Manny. Manny, I keep missing your Sunday shows because it just doesn't coincide with my patient. Like, usually if I can't be live, I try to watch the replays. But anyway, I'm gonna make it as soon as you're getting closer to Christmas. I have to make it. So Manny has a page called Manny's Paper Fun, and it's really cool. He does lives every day. God bless him. I can do one once every 2 weeks, and that's about as much time as I have right now to do. And he does crafts every day with you guys. And then on Sundays, he auctions them all off. And that's how he makes a living, which is pretty amazing. So he shows you how to do the crafts if you want to do them yourself. If not, you could buy them from him, whatever you want to do. And he makes such beautiful stuff. Oh, guys, you have to go see it. So Manny's Paper Fun, you can just, I guess you can tag, or you can go right to where it says Manny's Paper Fun and click on that and go right to his page. Your Christmas has started, I bet. Oh, Sandy shared. Okay. Sandy. Manny, did you share it? Come on, Manny. Share it and I'll put you in. All right. And Kavitha shared. All right. Yay. All right, guys. So, let's see. All right. I think I'm caught up now for a little bit. Manny, if you share it, let me know. Okay, where was I? So, So for the new folks who are here and you're wondering what the page is about, I'm just going to tell you a little bit. You're kind of following my journey of making a Christmas walkthrough Wonderland in Washington State. And you're probably asking yourself, well, what does that mean? And the best way I can describe it to you is picture a haunted house, but instead of Halloween decorations, they're all Christmas decorations. You'll walk from room to room, you'll experience different themes, and each section will have a different theme and feel to it. Right now, it's going to be a walkthrough experience, and hopefully one day we'll get to ride through it. So after this live, if you want to look at one of my past 15 videos, the first one in particular will tell you a lot more about what I'm doing if some of you want to learn more about it. There's also a short 4-minute video on my Facebook and Kickstart that explains everything as well. And you can find links to that 4-minute video. I think it's on the highlighted video section on my page. So I think it's like on the top on the left. So for you new folks, I'll just let you know that I already have the property to build on, and I have all the decor that goes inside the cottage. And now the hard part, which is to raise funds for the construction of the building. And I already tried a Kickstart a couple months ago to raise funds for the building, but that didn't do as well as I hoped. So I'll be launching another one the day after Thanksgiving, which is in about 2 more shows from now, I think. So that's kind of exciting because I think I figured out how to make it work better this time as far as Kickstart and how they pick things up. When I did the Kickstart the first time, my goal, the team set my goal kind of low at $10,000 for my funding goal. And this time it's going to be set a little bit lower. However, that's just kind of for Kickstart algorithms. It's not necessarily, that's all that I'm trying to raise. However, I actually need about 1.5 million to make it come to life, starting with removing the damaged structure that's already on the property and put up a new facility, which will be about 4,000 square feet, which has to be totally handicap accessible because that is my mission. And if you don't already know, my mission is to do 3 things with the place. And I want to mention this every single week because this is what the page is truly about. It's about this mission to open this North Pole, to offer it to these groups for free. And the first group I want to offer it to is kids and adult oncology patients that are currently going through chemo and radiation, and children with life-threatening illnesses. I plan on working primarily with hospitals, treatment centers, and Make-A-Wish, which I've done my whole entire life. So that's kind of why I really want to do that. I kind of specialized in children's oncology in that spectrum with all different groups, and that's what I really love doing. And number 2, I'd like to offer it to anyone over the age of, I said 80 to start, but really I want to bump that down to 75 for free. I want to work with nursing homes and hospitals to bring these older folks in, like once a month, have these people bust in and have just a huge day for them to experience the cottage. Because if there's one thing about older people that if you don't know and you haven't worked with, people who have Alzheimer's, dementia, memory issues, when they see Santa or Mrs. Claus, something gets triggered in their head and they remember. It's maybe because it's a deep-seated memory and it comes from such a good place that maybe it's hard to flush out of your system, but I want to be able to offer it to them. So that's 2 things. And the last thing is I'd like to offer Animal Adoption Day once a month at the cottage with rescue centers who pull animals from high-kill shelters and give them a new lease on life. So I want to do that as well. Dedicated day on the lawn, all the animals, people come for adoption day and find their new forever friend at the cottage. How special is that when people say, "Where'd you get your dog?" "I got it at the North Pole." I think that'll be a great story. So that's my mission. as well as to offer it to all of you and your families for years to come, and to make memories. And that's what I want to do. So the first thing I usually do is answer a question. Somebody inbox me a question, which I feel like I've already answered in some way before, but I or spoke about it at least. So here's the question. If you had to pick one of your favorite things to do on Christmas, what would it be? That's kind of a tough one, right? One thing about Christmas. So I want you all to write in the comments something you guys love to do on Christmas as well, because I'd like to know a little bit more about you guys as well. So I'd have to say my favorite thing is going to midnight mass on Christmas Eve, because that is such a special place to be on Christmas Eve. And my favorite midnight mass on Christmas Eve was always in Brooklyn. It was the start of the holidays for us kids. My entire family was from Brooklyn, and the holidays were always a big thing for us. Now, if you ask me what my favorite thing is to do during Christmas time in general, I would have to say it's two things. One is being in my dress reds. I love reading the night before Christmas to the kids. I like to go to schools or wherever, hospitals or wherever they need me, and read the night before Christmas. And that is probably one of my favorite things to do. And I love wrapping gifts, and I love giving them out. And speaking of gifts, Mrs. Claus got something in the mail from Ange. And Ange, I want to thank you very much, and I want to show everybody what she got me. She sent me this right here. It's an ornament. Let's see if you guys can see that. I have to look in my camera. I'm sure you can, but I don't know if it's too high or too low. Let's see. I'm sure you guys can see it. Okay, I didn't have my camera on, so I really should be looking. Yeah, there it is. You guys can see it. So how sweet is this little Mrs. Claus? So I have to be totally honest with you guys. Mrs. Claus is not a good gift receiver at all. I truly just like to give gifts, and I am just not a good gift receiver. I don't get as much joy out of getting gifts as much as I do giving them. And I don't know why. You'd have to deep fry me in some crazy Krispy Kreme therapy to figure that one out. And I'm saying Krispy Kremes are on my mind because I only had them once at a fundraiser, but Sue and Herb, who I know they're watching right now, just drove 5 hours from New York to New Jersey, because apparently I think they said New York doesn't allow Krispy Kremes in the state. Is that right, Sue? I think that's what you said. Anyway, she went to Jersey to get the Halloween Krispy Kreme donuts, and they did a Facebook Live, and from Krispy Kremes in Jersey, I swear I wanted to rip those donuts right out of their hands through the screen. They look so good. Anyway, getting back to my gift from Ange. I don't know how I just got on that. Anyway, so she took a daring chance that I would like this, and she nailed it. So thank you, Ange. And I'm not encouraging anyone else to send me something unless you're sending me a Krispy Kreme donut. But please, I'm just joking. Don't do it. I need to fit into my dress reds very soon. So, although I got to be honest with you, those donuts look friggin' amazing. I don't have a Dunkin' Donuts here or Krispy Kreme or anything like that. So, yeah, I pretty much live through watching you guys eat things online. So, thanks, Ange. And I have to find a place to put this, but I was thinking maybe I can put it on one of my hats. So I'm gonna keep this for a great hat edition. So we'll see. All right, so let's move on. So it's time for an unboxing, and I wanted to order something for Halloween, just because this is the last one before Halloween that I'm going to be doing. So I wanted to have a little bit of a Halloween flair to it, and I ordered it a few weeks ago, and I think this is what's in the box. I could be totally wrong because this happens to me all the time. So if it's not what I think it is, you guys will be as surprised as me. And I try and I don't open them until I wait for you guys. So for the new folks, I'll be doing a haunted house for the month of October in a separate place. For those that don't know, I actually have 2 properties, one for kind of storage and one for the actual place. So I'm going to be doing it at the storage facility. So I love making haunted houses. I usually do a scary, like the scary night times, and then the non-scary for the day time for the little wee ones. You know, I do like maybe 1 to 5 for the kids, and then take a break, and then like 7 to 11 for the adults. So just so you know, I already have everything I need in storage. Everything. I don't need anything else. I have decor, retail, you name it. I have it, but sometimes I find things at an auction, and if I win, I just add it to the collection. So let's get to my unboxing now. So this, I know this has got to be what it is because it's in a skinny small package, and it seems a little actually small for what I thought, but we'll see. So like I said, Buddy, gosh, this dog is just, okay, do you see how these people tape this stuff? I should have tried to get into this box prior, but that's okay. Thank you for wrapping it so well in case the person who gave it to me is watching. So give me a second to get in here. So yes, I do haunted houses as well. And, you know, I used to do every holiday. Everything except 4th of July and Thanksgiving as far as really decorating. So I did Easter, Valentine's Day, St. Patty's Day. The 4th of July, I would just kind of go to somebody else's barbecue, you know, and let them do it, same as Thanksgiving. Okay, yeah, this is it. Oh my heavens. All right, let's get that out. Are you guys ready for her? Hello, welcome. She's a battery operated, so of course I didn't know that. And I usually hate to buy battery operated things. I guess I really didn't read. But that's okay. The connectors are actually good. I don't have the batteries for it. I think what I'll do is I'll leave this out for next week, and I'll get the batteries and I'll put them in. So yeah, very clean inside, and on an auction you never know what you're going to get. That's why I usually don't get things on an auction with batteries, because they're usually corroded. And if anybody knows how to uncorrode these guys, let me know, because I have tried everything I can think of and it never works. So okay, so that is my Halloween edition, The Bride of Frankenstein. So that's kind of cool. All right, so we will I'll keep her out and I'll get batteries for her. Very odd. She has one fingernail painted. Do you guys see that? Isn't that weird? You would think they'd all be painted, but somebody painted one. I don't know why. Is that how it is in the Bride of Frankenstein movie? I don't know. I'd have to look, but I doubt it. So anyway, okay, hold on one second. Give me 1 second, and then we're going to do my favorite thing. Somebody is feverishly trying to call me, so I'm just going to tell them I'm doing my live. So in case it's an emergency, which nothing I can do right now. Let's see. And of course, when I want to, it doesn't work. So I got to try this phone. I have 2 phones, you know, like the bat phone. So let me just step in here and, okay, give me 1 more second, guys, and then we're gonna get going. 2. Okay, I can't figure it out for some reason, so it's not that important. Oh wait, I could just go to the recent call. There we go. That makes it a lot easier. Text. Okay, doing live. Okay. Sorry, guys. When somebody calls me a few times, I get a little worried, so I just want them to know I'll be with them soon. So now I want to do one of my favorite things, and then I'm going to check comments for share. So if you shared it out and you want to enter for that awesome Christmas sweater, now's your chance. So I have a little bit of like 2 shares. I just want you to know that in my hot chocolate, I always get these tiny little, this isn't my only favorite thing. I have a big favorite thing, but I was just putting these in my hot cocoa and I'm like, I got to tell them about this. So it's not the brand because I get any kind of brand. It's just these tiny mini marshmallows. And I'm sure you guys all know about them, but I love these in my hot chocolate. They're not too big. I don't know, I just feel like they're perfect for every sip you take. So get yourself some of these tiny mini marshmallows for hot cocoa. They are delightful. Okay. So I can't wait to share this favorite thing with all of you. If you're like me, you need to be organized or your brain doesn't function. And I need to be super organized in order to have some kind of peace. So I got this from Amazon, and Amazon has a Prime Day like twice a year. I think it's twice a year. And if I really want something, but I don't want to pay full price and I can't find it cheaper anywhere else, what I'll do is I'll put it in my cart and I'll wait for Prime Day to buy it. If it doesn't go on sale, then I usually just buy it because I know it's not a Prime item. But if it does go on sale, then I luck out. So this one was just Prime Day. I think it was like, I don't know, October 6th and 7th or something like that. So I was really lucky. So I'm going to roll this baby over to you now and show you. Although I have all this stuff in the way now from Frankenstein. So hold on. Okay, guys. This is awesome. Ooh. Okay, hold on. So this is one of my new favorite things. Okay, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this or not. I think I have to move out of the way. Oh, and I have to see on my phone if you guys can see me, so hold on. Let's see. So this is Facebook. Okay, here we go, I see myself. Why am I still holding the Frankenstein thing? That's like a long time ago. Well, it seems like it's like off time-wise. Okay, here we go. So you can see a little bit of it. So this right here, and I really can't lift it up because it's super heavy. Okay. Maybe I can bring my computer down. Let's see if I can do that. Hold on. Let's do that. Let me unbox these things right here. Make sure my audio doesn't come undone. And I think I'll just take you down here so you can see it. Because this is unbelievable. So, come on. All right, so here we go. I'll try to watch it on the video. So, okay, let's see. So this is an amazing rack that you can get on Amazon, okay? But there's more. So, of course, I can't really turn it around that much, but I'm gonna try to show you. So, can't lose my audio. Do you see these bags right here? You can put bows, you can put tissue paper or whatever you want, and put these bags right here. See that? Toot, got that? Anyway, so there we go. I gotta put this back now, hold on. Whoa. Sorry guys. All right, here we go. Let me get back to my screen so I can see if you guys are still there with me. Okay, so I gotta get back here. So there we are. All right. Hold on, I gotta get a drink. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. So let me know if you can still hear me or not. Okay. So let's see. So this thing has been on my list for a long time, and I love being organized. So if you guys can afford this, I think it's like now $140. I think I got it for like 110, so I saved like $30. I would totally suggest doing it because you can put bows, tissue paper, whatever. Now I tried putting the Christmas paper, but the bars aren't long enough for all Christmas papers. You'd have to get one that's really tailored for that, so it's not really for that. It's really just for your ribbons. But yeah, and I'm putting another one in my cart for another Prime Day because I totally want a few of these at the cottage, because obviously I want to offer things to be wrapped when you buy stuff at the cottage. So I think this is pretty neat. And if you guys, and it's on wheels and it's smooth and it's easy to put together. So if Sue, if you're watching, it's not like IKEA. Sue does not like IKEA. I love IKEA. I bought a desk from IKEA. I bought a dresser from IKEA, or 2 dressers, and I put them together myself. I lay everything out, I go nice and slow, and I put it together, and I feel so good that I did it myself. So that's what you do. So anyway, let's see. Anyway, before, just like I said, if you can afford to get this, it'll make your life that much organized. And if you're like me and you need to be organized, get it. All right, so I'm going to check my comments again, and then we're going to do something new that I just added. Since when we hit 30,000 followers, I wanted to do something different to kind of celebrate. So we're going to do Mrs. Claus's top 10 Christmassy things to do in your state segment, and this week is Washington State. So but I just want to check comments really quick to see if I have any more people for the share. So since I'm talking so much, I don't want to get too far behind in comments, because when I do that, I have a hard time catching up. So I'm going to slide back down a little bit, and hopefully I can do this. So let's see. Just give me a second. Okay, there's Manny. So that was the last one. Sandy shared. I got Sandy. Hey, Cindy. Cindy Davis is new and she shared. Cindy Davis. Welcome, Cindy. Okay, Manny shared. I knew you'd share, Manny. You're awesome like that. I appreciate it. Manny, you're in for the drawing. Okay. Oh, Kavitha, you got a job at YMCA. Awesome. That's fun. Hey, Jordan. Bake cookies and sing carols. You love to do that. Oh, Kavitha, that's nice. I like to sing carols too, and I definitely like to bake. Spend time with family. Wonderful. Grandsons. Excellent, Sandy. Kelly has a whole list. Caroling. Family. Dinner. Play a stocking game. I want to know what the stocking game is. Baking, looking at Christmas decorations in the community and Christmas mass. Awesome. Denise, favorite thing, midnight. I know, right? There's something so amazing about it. Kavitha, I never got that sweatshirt you sent me. I really didn't. It just never came. So you're going to have to put in to the post office box and find out where it might be. You're going to have to track it. Manny put in this Sunday at 7. Oh, for me, it's a big piece. Ooh. All right, Manny, I'm writing this right now. Manny, Sunday at 7 p.m. I am writing that down and putting it on my computer for me, because I don't want to miss it, because now you're making me wonder. All right, Kelly. Oh, do you make homemade fudge, Kelly? Candy bars, caramel corn. Oh, that's amazing. Cookies. Yep. Yes, I totally encourage dropping off food at the local fire department and police department. Thank you, Kelly, for doing that. Essential workers. I always do that too. Absolutely. Thank you for doing that. They really appreciate it. Yep, that's right, Mark. Listening to Christmas carols and celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. That's correct. That's what it's all about. Sandy, never seen the tiny marshmallows. You need to find them. You can get them anywhere, Target, Walmart, whatever. I just got these in the store last night because I ran out. I usually get them from Target, and I forgot to order them with my order. Hey, Tara. Tara, are you new here? Jeffrey. I'm from Camp Adventure, Mighty Mighty Adventure. So Jeffrey is someone I used to do oncology camps with for kids. And I totally miss that. So hello, Jeff. I miss you. I miss making some magic with you, that's for sure. You know, maybe one day I can do a camp at the cottage, shut it down and just have it for kids. Who knows? That probably is a huge liability, but you never know. Maybe we can pull something off. Maybe like once a year, well, you know, or something to that effect for a weekend. Hey, Joe and Norma. Hi, guys. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Kevin's watching. Hey, Kevin, you want a prize? Okay, well, you gotta share it out. There you go. Kevitha, you like to spend time with family? Wonderful. Pam, first time watching. Welcome, Pam. Nice to see you. Jeffrey shared. Jeffrey. All right, Jeffrey, you are in. Beverly's on. Hey, Beverly. Beverly is 85 years old or 85 years young, and she still volunteers. And she probably just got home from volunteering. She's always late on Wednesdays because of that. Beverly loves Christmas movies. Oh, aren't they the best? Being with friends and family and Christmas carols. You know, if I didn't have to sing alone, I would be singing right now with you guys today. Maybe one day I can figure out how to have everybody like part of some kind of Zoom thing and we can have it as a live, but I'm not that tech savvy. So someone's going to have to really show me that. Well, look who it is. Merry Christmas from Vancouver Island. Ho, ho, ho. I can't believe you found me. That's awesome. What's going on? That's Kaz. Hey, Kaz. Yes. I see him on there right now. That's awesome. Well, Kaz, welcome to Christmas. All right. Jeff, I miss you too. I miss all you guys. I used to have this amazing, different kind of life. Now I'm a full-time caregiver and I don't get to do all the things that I used to, who kind of shaped me into what this cottage is going to be all about. But someday I'll be back there and it's going to be great. So, all right. So back to my show. Remember, if anybody else shares it out. So I'm just going to run through it. I have Kavitha, Rosa, Jane, Sandy, Kelly, Chach, Denise, Manny, Cindy, Sue and Herb, and Jeffrey. And if I missed anybody, please let me know. Okay, and I'll get back to you on the next one. So, all right, so I want to get back to top 10 Christmassy things to do in your state. However, this is my state. So I started last week with New York because that's where I'm from. And I was the most familiar with that area. And this week I'm going to do Washington State, which is 3,000 miles from New York. And that's where I am now. So these aren't necessarily in order. They're just kind of random. So let's start. And after I finish the list, if you want to add to the list of things to do that I didn't mention in Washington, please do in the comments. And also, in case I forget, whoever wins tonight, I want you to pick the next state for next week. And then it could be your state or a favorite state you love to go to. And then you can help me construct 10 great things to do if you want, or I can look them up. But, you know, if you have things that you say is a must, we'll do that. So number one, in Washington State, you have to go to Leavenworth, Washington to see the Christmas lights. And this happens to be where the new home for Mrs. Claus's cottage is going to be that I'm building. So Leavenworth is one of the top 10 Christmas destinations in the country. And I'd tell you more about Leavenworth, but I already did it in another live. I did a whole segment on it. So I'm going to skip that. But the very long story short is the town was dying off and they wanted to change it to a Bavarian theme to save the town. And voila, here we are. They saved it. And it happened in the 60s. And they changed the theme and it was just a huge hit. So I have a video somewhere on my page of Leavenworth. You can just search Leavenworth in the bar and you can see this beautiful video that I have. I think it's on my Facebook and on my YouTube page. And to be clear, I only have a YouTube page channel for the folks that I know who don't have a Facebook. I really have to learn how to market that page better, but I'm quite the busy elf. All right, so Leavenworth has over 500,000 Christmas lights from December 1st to the last day of February. They have entertainment and music just spilling out over the streets and every kind of food you can think of, mostly German. Check out the waterfront park there with the Wenatchee River flowing through it. They have German food, beer shops, including a nutcracker shop, or is it a shop or store? Museum. It's a nutcracker museum and a hat shop. The hat shop's pretty cool. I gotta say I love that because, you know, I love my hats. And you can't forget the amazing reindeer farm, which my property is actually right down the road from. And the reindeer farm is an experience you will never forget. All right, number 2, where to see spectacular light displays in Washington. So if driving around neighborhoods really isn't your thing, many businesses put on these spectacular light displays that you can either walk through or drive through. They have Point Defiance Zoo in Tacoma. They have Woodland Park Wild Lanterns in Seattle. They have Spanaway Park's Fantasy Lights in Spanaway. They have, I think is it Oli Light Extravaganza in Olympia? I think that's what it's called. Garden Delights in Bellevue. Lights of Christmas in Stanwood, Winter Glow Spectacular in Spokane, and a drive-through holiday lights at Minito Park in Spokane. So those are some really cool places to see Christmas lights. Number 3, Mount Rainier has a scenic railroad polar express train, and they sell out within a week. So I think they open it up in August or something. So if you're going to be wanting to go on a polar express ride, you want to get your tickets early. Number 4, you're going to want to visit the little Norway town of Polsbo on the Kitsap Peninsula. They call it Little Norway, and I haven't been there. I want to go there and check it out. Let's see. Number 5, you can stroll through a living nativity. If you want to do something religious, you might want to visit this living nativity scene. It's Discover Baptist Church in Gig Harbor. It's a very popular location for living nativity scenes. They put on a great show. Hill Spring Church in Richland also puts on a good show every year, and the Calvary Chapel East Side in Bellevue puts on a living nativity as well. Number 6, you can stay the night at a Great Wolf Lodge. Us Washingtonians are very fortunate to have a Great Wolf Lodge in our state. It's a wonderful place to visit and stay year-round, but it's especially magical during the holidays when it's a winter wonderland. So that's in Centralia, Washington. So if you are looking to take your family to Great Wolf Lodge, you might want to do it at Christmas time and then, you know, make a whole thing about it and go to Leavenworth too. Number 7. Experience the wonder at Snowflake Lane in Bellevue. Snowflake Lane. I mean, come on, you had me right there. So they say it's very magical every night between 7 p.m. Or I think it starts at 7 p.m. I don't exactly know how long it goes for actually. From November 25th to December 24th. I know they have falling snow, they have lights, music, toy drummers, dancers, and a parade. On the sidewalks of Bellevue Square and Lincoln Square, it's from like 4th Street to 8th Street, and they do this whole big thing. So if you can if you're here in Bellevue at Christmas time, that's where you want to go. Number 8, check out the Sheraton's Grand Seattle's Gingerbread Village, where Seattle's top master builders and Sheraton Grand Seattle's current culinary teams come together and build this gingerbread village. So that's at the Sheraton in Seattle. Okay, number 9, visit the unique Victorian Country Christmas Festival. So I'm trying to give you guys all different things, because not everybody's just into lights or just into church things or whatever. I'm trying to give you guys all different avenues. So if you're into Victorian, the Victorian Country Christmas is where the spirit of Christmas comes to life. Not only with shops, but with shows, singing, dancing, and they have more Bavarian treats, home-styled cooking, kid-friendly stuff, heart-healthy sections, and wonderful, or selections, I should say, and they have specialty and ethnic foods. So they're located in Puyallup at the Washington State Fair from the 1st to the 4th, and the Washington State Fair is huge. So I actually was just there for a concert. I went to see my friend Steve Miller play. So Washington State Fair from December 1st to the 4th. If you'll be around and you're into Victorian stuff, you might want to be there. And number 10, because Washington is on the coast and I thought this might be fun, you can set sail on the Christmas Ship Festival. So you can sail away, and I think they say it, Argosy Cruise Spirit of Seattle. I think that's how you say the word. Argosy? I'm going to say, I don't know, because I've never heard it said to me before. So it's apparently the official Christmas ship where you can listen to choirs on board, and it's decorated with hundreds of lights. They're shopping, visiting the waterfront communities around Seattle. They run from the day after Thanksgiving, which happens to be when my next Kickstart will launch, through December 23rd. You can choose from an all-ages ship on the Spirit of Seattle, or go to the 21 or older on the Ugly Sweater boat that follows the Spirit of Seattle. Maybe you want to stay on shore. They have a community events where you can enjoy a 20-minute choir performance broadcast from the ship. So, also, I have to add, if you're coming to Washington, I don't know exactly what they do for Christmas because I haven't been there, but there's this little cowboy town named Winthrop. It's like a themed town like Leavenworth, which is Bavarian, but this is a cowboy themed. And if you love old cowboy Western towns, you want to go to Winthrop. It's really fun. So I've been there, but I haven't been there for Christmas, so I can't put it on the list. I assume they decorate, but I don't know. So that's my top 10 suggestions on what to do at Christmas in Washington. But don't forget, soon I'm going to be on the top of that list. On the top, number 1, and that will be in order. All right, so if there's anything else anybody wants to add, and you're from Washington and you can think of some more, please list them below. I would love to hear them. And again, I'm going to have the winner this week of the sweater pick next week's state that we do. So that seems fun. So now for my Christmas friends, it's your favorite part of the evening. It's hat time. So without further ado, it's my world famous hat segment where I show you one of my homemade or store-bought hats. Sometimes I make them, sometimes I buy them, but this week I have one in celebration of Halloween. It's not actually Christmas, it's actually Halloween. I bought this house and then I added to it. I put my little Mrs. Claus touch on it. So just for the new folks out there, at the cottage, I plan to have a fabulous line of Christmas hats where I'll probably be selling my hats, but until then, I'm just going to share them with you. And the hats that I make are not necessarily the ones I'm going to be selling, because some of my hats, they cost so much money for me to get them here. It's ridiculous because I live in a pretty remote place. So, and they're not They're not practical for every day, all day long, like what I'm going to show you today and the company I'm going to show you today. So the first thing I want to do before I show you my new hat is I want to show you my last hat that I did on the last live and show you how it came to life. So this is what I call my Will Ferrell snowball fighting hat, which I love, and this is how I did it. So I'm going to show you. All right, so here's the hat from last week, and what I did was I went to my printing store and I found a picture of Will throwing the snowballs in the scene with Michael in the park, and I figured I would make a just a mound of snowballs. Like if you watched, it's literally like a mound of snowballs he makes. When Michael makes one, he makes 100, and that's where Michael says, "Where did you say you were from again?" And that's when Michael started to believe, and that was a huge moment. I just love that because I love that feeling when you see the transformation of a kid who didn't believe, who now believes, and that's where this magic came from. So so the hat, I just put this here just to make it kind of pretty. But let's see, where did I don't even remember where I had the battery pack. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, it's all the way down here. So I kind of tucked it in there, and I have to, so I just feel for where the battery pack is, and then I have to figure out, okay, where, oh, here it is. Okay, where is the button for it? So, come on, don't make a liar out of me. There we go. So this has an option of blinking, which I didn't like for the snowballs, or being on. So I bought these lights that look like little snow, and then I got these cotton balls, and then I filled in where the wires were, just regular puffy, whatever you call that, Christmas snow. But my wow factor, and some of my hats have a wow factor and some of them don't. So, and again, I just kind of just started to build around my hat. I just started at the rim and then went up and went up and went up and made the thing, and then made the top, and then did this. So my wow factor here is right here. So behind door number 1 is a bubble machine, and it has a little button, and it blows, and it's kind of like blowing snowballs. So when I see kids, I kind of give them the wow factor, like he's throwing snowballs at you, right? But it's actually bubbles. But you know, I thought that would be cute. So I have a tiny, tiny little, and it's real small. If you can see, it's only like 2 by 2. You can Google mini bubble machine, sorry. So that's how I made this hat. It was so simple. I wouldn't say it was necessarily cheap. I had to get a white hat, and the hat itself I think was like 20 bucks. Again, I got to order stuff from Amazon, and you have to get a hat that's not collapsible when you're building on top. Sometimes you can use the felt ones, but for the most part, well, this is felt, but it's not a collapsible one. It's a hard one, and that's crucial in making these hats. If you get collapsible, it's not going to hold its substance. So you have to make sure you always get the right hat for your base. So that's how I did that. And I absolutely love this man. I love, Elf is my favorite movie. So I do not like any movies that are scary, that make me cry. You know, and I hate to admit this, but I'm completely an honest person. I'm not a huge Hallmark fan because they're so sappy and they make you cry, and I don't like to cry. I don't like to cry about anything. If you make me cry, it's not a good thing. So I don't want to cry. I just want to laugh at things. So comedies I will watch all day long. Suspense, thrillers, anything like that, not for me. If it doesn't make me laugh, don't waste my time with it, because I have that much time to watch movies, and I just want something that's going to make me feel good. So I love Hallmark, and I love what they do. but some of their stuff is like so sappy, like, you know, people cry, and I don't like to do that. So if Hallmark has like I'm gonna make you laugh all day long, I will watch it all day long. But I'm just not into the sad, sappy, feel good, like I just don't want to cry. So that's that. All right, so that's my hat from last week. So let me put that back. All right, so just for you new folks who don't know what I do, I cover the screen with a little piece of paper, and then I put my hat on and unveil it to you guys. So here I go. I'm going to cover the screen, but I'm right here, and I'm going to take my other one off. Let me take a sip of something. And I'm going to turn this one on right now. So give me a second to get it all lit up. So I usually have all my hats light up. So give me a second. I'm almost there. One more. Oh, two more. There we go. All right, and let me get this baby on. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so this is my Halloween spider hat. Okay, you guys ready? Voila! Can you see him? Or her, I should say. Do you guys see that? So this is my Halloween hat from one of my favorite companies, which is Foam Party Hats. And I love this company. And I'll tell you why, because their hats, they kind of tailor to fit you. They're never too tight. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know how big your head is, but on me, they're never too tight. If they are, you could always just cut the foam. So I love to get their hats because they're lightweight. Mine usually sometimes can be real heavy. If you saw my fireplace one, well, that's because I didn't set it back right, but that was extremely heavy. But I love working with foam. So let's see. All I did to this one was add the spiders and just hot glue them, if you guys could see. Everything else they had. So I just added these guys right here and a couple to the back. So, and when I go out, I have a QR code that you can scan. If you like the hat, it brings you right to my page. So, let's see. Honestly, if I had access to all different color foams, I would probably make my hats out of foam because they're real durable, they hold up, but I don't. So anyway, if I'm going to remember, I'll do a video tonight because these always look so nice at night without all these bright lights on it. But isn't this so cute? I don't know. I like it. So let's see. I know my regular Christmas friends already know, but for the new people, one day I hope to have a Mrs. Claus hat room with a wax figure of myself in my dress reds trying on the hats so they'll be forever visible to the public to enjoy at all times. So as Sophia Petrillo would say, picture this, a U-shaped table, like a U-shaped room, right? This is how I vision it. And in the middle, there's like a big oval mirror, and all around me on the shelves are all my hats. And like I'll have, like, with the oval mirror, I'll have one hat on a pedestal, and I'm kind of reaching to like get it and put it on my head, and it'll be my favorite hat, which is my train hat, which I think I did in episode 2. So if you haven't seen episode 2, it has my train hat, and that is pretty epic. And let's see, some of the hats that I picture in my room will be twirling, they'll light up, they'll be flying through the air, whatever I can come up with, it's going to be fabulous. And it's not going to be big because I'm just going to have rows of shelves that I can put all my hats on. So it's just going to be a small nook that will be there for eternity. And so I could feel like, you know, I'll always still be there no matter what. All right, so I'm going to do a riddle for tonight. So, and then I'm going to check comments. So tonight's riddle, which gets no prize, we just do this one for fun because I can't seem to figure out Facebook and who said the comment first because sometimes they post it at different times. And one time I did it and I messed up. I gave both of them the prize, but I don't want to do that again. I don't want to mess up. And if I miss it, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So, and I want you to get it easy. I want this to be easy, and I want you all to get it. So if it sounds dumb, suck it up, Buttercup. So here we go. Here's our riddle. So how do Christmas trees get ready for a party? How do Christmas trees get ready for a party? All right, so like a month ago, I forgot to actually give you guys the answer because I started checking comments and I squirreled out on that. So if I forget to give you the answer, remind me, but I'm going to let you guys try to answer. How do Christmas trees get ready for a party? All right, I'm going to check comments. This is your last time to tell me if you entered for the drawing. So if you shared it out, let me know. This is the last time you can enter. Okay, so I'm going to check the comments and then we'll get over there. So let's go to, how do I get to the comments? Oh, here we go. All right, so let me get my okay. Pam, you wrote me, but I don't know what that means. You wrote it like 21 minutes ago, so I must have said something and you said me, but I'm not really sure what it was. So emphasize a little bit on that because I don't remember what I said. Oh, you have a great wolf lodge in Texas? That's awesome, Rosa. Hi, Victor. Let's see. Oh, Manny's welcoming Victor. Lovely. Rainy's here. Awesome. I love the snappy ones. Rosa, what are we talking about? I know I probably said something 6 minutes ago. Snappy ones. What's snappy? Tell me. Kelly says, cool. Way too cute. Oh, the hat. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Cool hat. Beverly, you don't like Halloween? Bev, what? Bev, didn't you go to one of my fright mares that I did? Or did you not go when you lived here with me? I don't remember. I did them for years. Let's see. I should watch the Santa Claus movies. You mean on Hallmark? I know I'm telling you something that I don't even want to admit out loud, but that's how honest I am, folks. So I love Hallmark. Some of their stuff makes me cry, and I don't want to cry. I hate crying, and even if it's like a good cry, I don't like it. I don't want to do that ugly crying thing. They get trimmed. Oh God, what are we talking about? Hold on, we're going back to the answer to they get trimmed. How do Christmas trees get ready for a party? Okay, that was the question. It's not they get trimmed. Kavita, they spruce up. Good girl. That's it. They're all dressed up. Close enough, Denise. Sappy movies. Oh yes, sappy movies. There you go. So what did you say? I love the sappy ones. Oh, sappy movies. You do really? Oh, I don't like the sappy. I don't like to cry. I'm not a good crier. I just don't want to cry in my life anymore. So I try not to, even if it's a good cry. Okay. All right. So Kavita got the answer. How do Christmas trees get ready for a party? They spruce up. Okay. So before I do the giveaway, which is usually the next thing I do, I want to read you something that my friend Elisa sent to me. I know I'm way over on my time, like by 5 minutes. That's not way over, I guess. I want to read you something. It's not that long, but it's a pretty cool story, and I just want to read it to you guys. You might have heard it, but I haven't, and she sent it to me. And it's named Believe in Santa Claus. This woman wrote, I remember my first Christmas adventure with Grandma. I was just a kid. I remember tearing across town on my bike to visit her on the day my big sister dropped the bomb. There is no Santa Claus, she jeered. Even dummies know that. My grandma was not the gushy kind. She never had been. I fled to her that day because I knew she'd be straight with me. I knew Grandma always told the truth, and I knew that the truth always went down a whole lot easier when swallowed with one of her world-famous cinnamon buns. I knew they were world-famous because Grandma said so, so it had to be true. I guess just like my world-famous hats. Grandma was home, and the buns were still warm. Between bites, I told her everything. She was ready for me. No Santa Claus, she snorted. Ridiculous. Don't believe it. That rumor has been going around for years, and it makes me mad. Plain mad. Now, put on your coat and let's go. Go? Where, Grandma? Go where? I asked. I haven't even finished my second world-famous cinnamon bun. Where turned out to be to Kirby's General Store, the one store in town that had a little bit of just about everything. As we walked through its doors, Grandma handed me $10. That was a bundle in those days. Take this money, she said, and buy something for someone who needs it. I'll wait for you in the car. And then she turned out and walked out of Kirby's. I was only 8 years old. I'd often gone shopping with my mother, but never had I shopped for anything at all by myself. The store seemed big and crowded, full of people scrambling to finish their Christmas shopping. For a few moments, I just stood there, confused, clutching that $10 bill, wondering what to buy and who on earth to buy it for. I thought of everybody I knew, my family, my friends, my neighbors, the kids at school, the people who went to my church. I was just thinking about it when suddenly I thought of Bobby Decker. He was just a kid with bad breath and messy hair, and he sat right behind me in Miss Pollock's second grade 2 class. Bobby Decker didn't have a coat. I knew that because he never went out to recess during the winter. His mother always wrote a note telling the teacher that he had a cough, but all we kids knew was that Bobby Decker didn't have a cough. He didn't have a good coat. Did I say that wrong? But all we kids knew that Bobby Decker didn't have a cough. He just didn't have a good coat. I figured the $10 bill. No, I'm sorry. I held the $10 bill with my growing excitement. I would buy Bobby Decker his coat. I settled on a red corduroy, one that had a hood to it. This is the first time I'm reading this story. Second time I read it, and now I'm reading it to you. I should have practiced it once. Sorry, guys. I settled on a red corduroy, one that had a hood to it. It looked really warm, and he would like that. Is it a Christmas present I would buy for someone? The lady behind the hold on. Is this a Christmas present for someone? Sorry, guys. The lady behind the counter asked kindly as I laid my $10 down. Yes, ma'am, I replied shyly. It's for Bobby. The nice lady smiled at me as I told her about how Bobby really needed a good winter coat. I didn't get any change, but she put the coat in a bag, smiled again, and wished me a Merry Christmas. That evening, Grandma helped me wrap the coat. A little tag fell out of the coat, and Grandma tucked it in her Bible. The Christmas paper and ribbons, we wrapped it in Christmas paper and ribbons and wrote to Bobby from Santa Claus on it. Grandma said that Santa always insisted on secrecy. Then she drove me over to Bobby Decker's house, explaining as we went that I was now and forever officially one of Santa's helpers. Grandma parked down the street from Bobby's house, and she and I crept noiselessly and hid in the bushes in front of his walkway. Then Grandma gave me a nudge. All right, Santa Claus, she whispered, get going. I took a deep breath, dashed for his front door, threw the present down on the step, pounded on his door, and flew back to the safety of the bushes and Grandma. Together, we waited breathlessly in the darkness for the front door to open. Finally, it did, and there stood Bobby. 50 years hasn't dimmed the thrill of those moments spent shivering beside my grandma in Bobby Decker's bushes. That night, I realized that those awful rumors about Santa Claus were just what Grandma said they were. Ridiculous. Santa was alive and well, and we were on his team. I still have the Bible with the coat tag tucked inside, 1995. And then she wrote, "May you always have love to share, health to spare, and friends that care. And may you always believe in the magic of Santa Claus." This was such a touching story, and it reminded me of when I used to play Secret Santa for different folks. I just want to tell you a tiny little personal story that reminded me of this story. So if you guys remember, she only gave the person $10 and the coat was $20. So everybody plays Santa, right? We all have a part in that. So I'm going to tell you a quick story, and then we're going to do the giveaway, and then we got to wrap it up for tonight. So I don't want to give away too many details of the story in case someone here who's watching who knows who I'm talking about. But I had a friend personally, and folks, if you don't know what time it is right now, it's story time, but it's a very short story. So I had a friend, let's call her Christine. Well, Christine's husband passed away, and I knew she had no money for Christmas, and she had a bunch of kids. So I bought some stuff, I wrapped it, and had another friend who didn't know Christine drop it off in case, I just didn't want her to know it was from me. Well, my friend Christine wasn't home, so I told my other friend to just leave it at the door. Well, Christine asked me if it was me, if I left them gifts, and I said, no, it must have been one of your Secret Santas. Well, because I didn't want her to feel obligated or like indebted to me in any way or anything like that. Well, she thought it was another mutual guy friend of ours. I'll call him Larry. But it wasn't. And Larry passed away like 2 weeks after that. And for all these years, my friend who lost her husband always thought it was Larry who gave her the gifts. And it was such a magical feeling for her. Now, some of you might say, well, that's a lie, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who gave her the gifts, right? So it made her feel like he left her with something. And I never want to take that away from her. So anyway, so there's many ways to be Santa's helper. And after all, Santa is just, it's all in our hearts, right? And so you guys have to just remember that. That's where Christmas lies. It's all in your heart. It's from a pure place. If you ever get a chance to play Secret Santa, really Secret Santa, where they don't find out, somebody who needs it, it's such a gift. And then I gave her like another gift from our friend Larry, who passed away. She thought those gifts were all from him, and she holds that now, and she tells the story, and I love hearing it because it's so it's like magic for her. So anyway, she lost her husband, and then we lost our friend. So it was just, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know. Anyway, so I wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, so now it's time for the giveaway, and I love doing this. So I share a prize every time that I do a live because I need help getting the channel out here, and it's not easy getting to this many people this quickly. So I want to thank you all for sharing. So I'm going to put everybody in here. So I have Jeffrey, Cindy, Manny, Kavitha, Rosa, Sue and Herb, Jane, Chach is in here, Denise, and Kelly. Okay, so you're all going in my hat. And what I do is I just kind of shake it up. Shake it up. Oh, God, you guys remember that song? Shake it up. I don't remember who sings it, but I don't even know if I know the rest of the words. Here we go. And the winner is Denise. Denise Bar, I don't know what I wrote, Bar something. So Denise, congratulations. Inbox me your address on where you'd like your gift sent. I got to put this right here so I remember. So thank you everyone for being here and for being my cheerleaders and for all the encouragement and making this dream come true. I appreciate all your inbox messages, and a lot of you inbox me, and I appreciate it. And I keep reminding myself every day, if you really want to make something happen in life, you have to make it happen, okay? And I know it can be exhausting to our souls when we try to make dreams come true and they make them come to life. But you have to keep looking at the big picture. You have to visualize the end result, cutting that ribbon on opening day, making magic for people, whatever that is for all of you. And I say it all the time, don't let one person tell you it'll never happen. I want you to shut them out of your life. Put up your hand, walk away politely. Just don't have negative people in your life that make you feel like you can't make your dreams come to life. If you dream, and I always get choked up when I say this stuff, but your dream will happen if you give it what it needs to come to life. Like, you have to believe it. And it's something that like radiates through me of making magic for these groups and all of you and all of your families and making memories. But you have to want it so bad that that's all you see. And sometimes it's tough because it's time and dedication and sacrifice and determination and belief. And it's a lot of energy you're putting out there. But if you believe in the fact that your hard work will bring you to the other side of your dreams, and your opening day will be one of the greatest days of your life, because I know it will be for me, it's not a question of if it's going to happen, it's knowing when it's going to happen. And my hope comes from knowing I'm already on my way. I acquired the property. I might even be getting a bigger one. I'm trying to sell one of them to buy a bigger one. So it's always a battle because I've tried for years to find property. So I'm trying to make it better, make it better, make it better. And I have all the stuff. I just want to make a million smiles. And that's what I'm going to do. And if all of you have a dream, you have to surround yourself with people who are going to elevate you and make you feel like no matter what you believe, it's going to happen. You can't be around anybody who doesn't make you feel like you can succeed, because it will kind of mess with your head a little bit. So I know this from experience. I had to rid myself of situations in my life that weren't bringing me to where I needed to go, and I needed to focus, and I'm on my way. So anyway, and you're all a part of the beginning, and how cool is that? You're going to be part of something that's going to lift spirits and make memories and bring wonder and joy and give people a place to forget about the world and their problems and their pain and their suffering. And you know what? Even if it's only for a short time, who cares? It's going to be beautiful. And you know, sometimes we need a break from life. That's what movies are, right? You go to a movie, you forget about everything for like an hour and a half, right? How great is that? I love that. So I believe if I can achieve these things, then I've succeeded at what I'm supposed to be doing with the time I have left in this world. So that is, so now this is the time where I tell you all that I hope you find something to make you sparkle in life and come alive. We all need that. We all need to sparkle. So I hope you guys find yours. I want to encourage you to chase what makes you happy. Work hard to get there. Make the sacrifices it takes to achieve your goals, because anything is possible if you have a love for it in your heart, guys. So have someone who gives you a hand up in life. Not a handout so much, but a hand up, right? Someone who's going to be by your side and cheers you on and is going to be your biggest fan. So that's what you all are to me, and I tell you every week because I mean it. You're my cheerleaders, and just by you being here, I feel you guys cheering me on every week. So that concludes our show for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a very happy Halloween. If you go to any haunted houses, post some pictures on my page. Show me what you guys are doing. Send me some pumpkin carving things, pictures of what you guys got going on. Maybe your kids or grandkids in pictures. If you want to post it on my page, I'd love to see them. So have a wonderful Halloween. I'll see you guys 2 weeks from now. So we're going to be in November. And find your happiness, guys. Find your sparkle. And I'll see you in 2 weeks. So ciao. Merry Christmas to you all, and to all a good night.